Welcome to the Big Show Newscast, your source for breaking news from the show floor and daily coverage featuring new products, events, interviews, and equipment spotlights. Brought to you by ForConstructionPros.com, the #1 website for construction professionals. Sponsored by Caterpillar. The next generation starts here.
A very good morning to you on the final day of the Big Show Newscast. ForConstructionPros.com is set to present another edition of the latest in techniques and equipment with an outstanding lineup of informative guests. Our program is sponsored by Caterpillar, where the next generation starts here. We're looking forward to another exciting day at CONEXPO-CON Ag 2011 in Las Vegas.
Hi, it's Larry Stewart with ForConstructionPros.com again, here with Ken Pellegrini. We've been talking a little bit about the 336E, and we're going to find out a little bit more about the cooling system, about advances in engine technology. Ken, why don't you tell us what Tier 4 interim meant to the 336E?
Sure. First, to start off, we changed from a 336D from 268 horsepower up to 300 on the 36E. And if you take a look at the engine from both right to left side, we've improved the cooling package by 20%. Coming across, we have a titanium turbo wheel that keep that unit itself contained and also more durable. Made our oil location a lot better to get to down the bottom right. We also put a step in the engine area for a serviceman to have a nice seat in there to service the engine. If you come back through here, you'll see our clean emissions module. And typically how that runs is either through manual regeneration, okay, or auto regeneration. Auto regeneration is transparent to the job process. So what that means, it does not intervene with any type of work that the customer does on a daily basis. So it's otherwise, it runs exactly like the D-Series did before. However, in case you come into areas such as refineries or any type of regulations where you're running in flammable locations, that's where we provide the manual system where we can put the machine in locations where it's a safe area to regenerate.
So the manual function is really about overriding in terms of opportunities where you need improved safety, fire safety, or any kind of other hazard that might the temperature of regeneration might cause.
And that's flexibility right there. You know, and to deliver such a Tier 4 solution that meets the customer's demands of no job interruptions at all. Not only that, is a productivity increase of roughly about 6% over the 336D, and then a 2% fuel reduction. And on all these series, typically, we are coming to the marketplace with a fuel reduction with more production. And that's added value in the pockets of the customer. Not only just does it help them along with a clean environment, but also give them more production, more uptime with this machine, as well as that fuel cost savings.
Okay. Tell us a little bit about the service requirements on the diesel particulate filter that's in the cooling package, or the clean exhaust package.
Depending on the model and the size, from a 336 to 349 and all these other engines we do have here at Caterpillar, typically we're around about a 5,000 to 7,000 hour service interval on the DPF can, where it will either be exchanged through a program or completely replaced with a brand new one as time permits. You figure either 5,000 hours is roughly 5,000 or 5 years is what we have built into it right now. And really, that's a regulation amongst all manufacturers, not just Caterpillar.
Sure, okay.
We have to meet regulation.
I see. And when you say it could be a replacement or a clean out and an exchange, I assume that's going to be up to the financial and the time constraints that the customer has. I assume that he'll have the choice of either one, right?
Correct. Now, something like that would either be a new one or what we'd call a dealer, where they come in and they clean it out and that transfer. Now, our engine group at Caterpillar has a lot more details than I do on it. I know the exchange program will exist, and then also brand new changeouts. But in the end, to come with such a unit at Tier 4i to help the environment, and also a reduction in fuel across the board, which also helps the environment save on fuel and giving production back.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's increased production with added value. We're here at the introduction of the SD108 Freightliner truck with TJ Reed, Director of Product Marketing for Freightliner Trucks. TJ, can you tell us a little bit about where the 108 fits in the scheme between the business class M2 and the 114 SD?
Absolutely. Well, the 108 SD is geared toward the vocational market. The markets that it mainly plays in are municipal, so of course a sewer vac like you see here, snow plows, light duty dumps, pretty much a whole gamut up to stake trucks. Also in the construction market, so for lighter dumps, crane trucks would be another, asphalt trucks, you name it. Pretty flexible piece of machinery. It's a class 6 through 8, but again focused for the vocational market, not an on-highway distribution tractor like the M2 is.
Okay, can you tell us a little about some of the unique features on the 108?
Sure. The 108 SD features a 108-inch BBC. As far as for power ratings, we have the Cummins ISC and ISL, also the ISB available. So the max horsepower is up to 350, 1,050 foot-pounds of torque. As far as transmissions that are available, Eaton Fuller manual, automated, and then Allison obviously fully automatic.
Okay, and I understand the visual cues on this truck set it apart from previous models. Can you tell us a little bit about the design?
Absolutely. What you're looking at is our base trim package, and this is geared more for municipalities to dress down their trucks a bit. So we have our standard black matte finish for our air intakes, our mirrors, our headlight buckets, and our grills. Also the grill surround is body color, but we certainly offer a chrome package for those customers that want to dress it up quite a bit.
And similar to the 114, do you have similar features available, such as the hood access scoop and frame extension?
Absolutely. Again, this is a truck that's meant to be bodied up, so just like this truck that you see here, it's got an attachment on the front end, so serviceability is key. So hood access hatches, a wide array of front frame extensions. We offer a 12-inch and a 24-inch. So if you're mounting a plow or a hose rail or any type of attachment, it has the flexibility to accommodate that.
How about the ability to accommodate bodybuilder options? What have you done to make a clear back cab for this truck?
Well, that's a great question, and this truck gives you a good example of that. So when you have a situation where you have a lot of equipment in a short area of space, mid-chassis packaging is absolutely key. We have to package as much as we can underneath the truck cab. So we have smartly packaged an 80-gallon fuel tank, a 6-gallon DEF tank, and our battery box all underneath the cabin body. On the passenger side, we have a single box after treatment system that is clean back of the cab as well.
Okay, and I understand you're using an aluminum cab on this truck. Can you explain a little bit about the features of this cab?
Absolutely. The SD cab is a lightweight cab. It also incorporates reinforced steel structure. It's been on the market for about 9 years, and we call it our Freightliner vocational cab. It's been extremely durable, extremely tough, and again, the lightweight is certainly attractive to those customers that are hauling a payload that pays out.
What power options are going to be available with the 108 SD?
Well, the 108 is available with the Cummins ISB and ISC, so the top end power range is 350 horse, 1,000 foot-pounds of torque.
Are there any other unique features that you'd like to discuss when it comes to the 108 to set it apart from the competition?
Well, certainly from the vehicle perspective, the visibility and maneuverability are absolutely key. Especially in a municipal type of application where you're working around city streets and you need to get into those hard to reach areas. The 108 features a 42-inch setback axle, has a wheel cut up to 50 degrees, so it provides some pretty flexible steering geometry and makes the truck extremely maneuverable. Again, with a large windscreen, you have a lot of visibility around the front of the truck. The hood's been contoured just for that as well. What
are the advantages to the customer of looking at the 108 SD versus the competitors?
Certainly durability and reliability. This truck is made to be a work truck and geared for the vocational market, and also I would say flexibility with the range of option content that we have. Pretty much can cover any application in the vocational market. That's certainly key for us.
No one knows heavy duty like Caterpillar. And now, we're redefining what it means, the vocational truck market. Designed from the ground up with all the rugged durability you expect. The CT660, here to work for your business.
Ditch Witch SK650 is already designed for dozens of utility and landscaping functions, but we found room for one more, stretching your dollar. The SK650, now only $19,499. On top of the stability and traction they give you on the job, our heavy-duty tracks also give you better financial footing. Get free tracks when you buy a new Ditch Witch RT12 trencher. Hurry, this is a limited time offer.
With over 3,000 models, selecting the right pump for the job can be easy with Gorman Rupp. Visit us at booth C5011.
Damn it! I hate these things! Come see the latest in distance measuring devices from Fast Measure at booth S515.
You're watching the Big Show Newscast from 4constructionpros.com and brought to you by Caterpillar. The next generation starts here. On this final day of the Big Show Newscast, we're set to preview some of the newest equipment offered to the construction industry.
Hi, I'm Larry Stewart. I'm with 4constructionpros.com at the CONEXPO-CON 2011, day before the show opens, with Blaine Presley to talk about Volvo's new wheel loader introduction. Blaine, I understand that you represent the Quarry and Aggregates division, and this looks like a machine right in your wheelhouse.
Yes, it is. It's directly in line with what I do for Volvo Construction. I work as the segments director for Quarry and Aggregates, and we're very excited about this new product. It's the L250G wheel loader. It's really designed around what we call two-pass loading of highway trucks. So in your quarries, where you're loading out your finished product, it normally takes 3 passes with the wheel loaders that people use today. And the exciting thing about this machine is it's going to do it in 2 passes. So you're basically going to cut your loading time down by roughly 30%, just simply by the fact that you can complete the fill of that truck in 2 passes.
So how much bigger is this machine than what people are using today?
Well, today your normal, what I'll call a load-out machine, is about 7 to 7.5 yard bucket. This particular machine is using a 9 cubic yard bucket. So it's just exactly right to load a roughly a 24-ton highway truck.
But I assume it must be physically a bigger machine, a heavier machine.
It is a heavier machine. It's about 5,000 pounds heavier than our standard, what we call L220 machine, which is what the normal size range it would be. And it's got a much higher tip load than our 220, so it's going to handle that weight without being unstable. So it's, and I don't want to discredit the machine. It's got a lot of uses in other places.
Absolutely.
I mean, certainly it's got, in tip loading or you name it, it's got its place there because it can handle the bigger buckets.
So what about this machine is going to make it a fit for contractors, for quarry and aggregate customers that are using that smaller L220 machine?
The key to it is it's going to take them really with any machine, ours or the competitors. All they're going to be able to do is do 2 passes, then go back and get a partial load of the bucket, and go back to the truck and load that partial, unload that partial load. This does it 2 full passes.
Yeah, okay. Well, I know when a manufacturer comes with a new product, especially a new size range, that it's more than, the new machine is more than just about size. Tell us about some of the technology that we're looking at on this machine and what kind of advantages they bring to it.
Okay. So one of the special things that we've done is we've changed the linkage system on this as compared to our standard TP linkage. If you don't know about the Volvo TP linkage, it's a torque parallel is what the TP stands for. And it really allows the Volvo machine to be a general purpose machine. It has a parallel lift system, and you can utilize fork, buckets, everything else. This machine, we put a different type of linkage on that allows and gives maximum efficiency towards the operations that the guys are doing in those quarry and aggregate applications. So you can use this machine for, highway truck loadout, but you can also take it into, heavy face digging. It's got the linkage to do that type of work.
So it's really a niche player in the loading application.
Well, it is. I mean, it's certainly it's not just limited to quarry and aggregates.
Right.
You can use it in really any industry, but the advantage of this particular machine, of course, is its size for making those truck loading operations on 2 passes. And then you can take it into a face, a hard rock face, for example, and it has a linkage that's really designed for that heavy breakout requirement that those applications demand.
Well, Blaine, I really appreciate your time. I usually conclude these interviews by saying good luck at the show, but a guy whose last name is Presley, I'm thinking you probably don't need good luck in Las Vegas.
Well, thank you very much.
All right,
I appreciate it.
Hey everyone, from the floor at CONEXPO-CON 2011, the folks at John Deere promoted this premiere as something that they've never done before. I mean, a really big show. And to tell you the truth, the only thing that was missing was the dancing girls. There were music and lights, and I'll tell you, people stretched elbow to elbow throughout this big exhibit, and it is. If you missed it, it's a real shame, but I'll tell you, they had a statement to make, and their statement is 2 huge pieces of equipment, brand new to the marketplace, plus the fact that they want to hear from customers. They're into the feedback thing big time, and Larry Stewart is with me. Larry's, of course, with ForConstructionPros.com as well, and as an editor, what did you think? What did you take away from this event?
Well, thanks for asking, Roger. It's really fascinating. I tell you, the build-up was perfect. Everybody has kind of come to expect these unveils now from Deere because of what they did in 2008 with their high-speed dozer, and so we're all expecting big innovation from Deere. And sure enough, they supplied it with this unveil. The first machine they pulled the covers off of is a diesel electric hybrid drive wheel loader in a whole new size category for them. It's a 9 cubic yard wheel loader that is going to be very attractive to customers in the aggregates and the quarry industry who are really watching their fuel costs very closely. So the diesel electric hybrid is really going to bring some advantages there. And then they throw it over to the other side and they pull the wraps off of a 46-ton articulated dump truck. And as you know, Deere has had a relationship with Bell Manufacturing, and Bell's been supplying their articulated dump trucks for a number of years now. And so clearly Deere has stepped into the fray. Manufacturers of articulated dump trucks have been getting bigger and bigger machines, larger and larger capacities. And so today a 40-ton ADT is usually 45, 46 tons. Sure enough, I guess Deere decided they needed to take control of that design and put together a machine of their own in that size class. But really, I think the thing that strikes me, and this takes some guts. I mean, obviously, Deere has done some leadership kind of things in marketing, all right, with their unveil in 08 of the high-speed dozer. And so what they do is unveil the Chatterbox. I mean, what a perfect sort of symbol of the effort that the company has been putting forth here. And I just have to hand it to them for not only doing it. Okay, doing it is the important part, but for us that follow the industry, they're making it kind of fun.
We hope our Big Show newscast is providing you with new techniques and equipment available to help your company grow and prosper. Stay with us. There's more new equipment to come.
No one knows heavy duty like Caterpillar. And now, we're redefining what it means, the vocational truck market. Designed from the ground up with all the rugged durability you expect. The CT660, here to work for your business.
Ditch Witch SK650 is already designed for dozens of utility and landscaping functions, but we found room for one more, stretching your dollar. The SK650, now only $19,499. On top of the stability and traction they give you on the job, our heavy-duty tracks also give you better financial footing. Get free tracks when you buy a new Ditch Witch RT12 trencher. Hurry, this is a limited time offer.
With over 3,000 models, selecting the right pump for the job can be easy with Gorman Rupp. Visit us at booth C5011.
Damn it! I hate these things!
Come see the latest in distance measuring devices from Fast Measure at booth S515.
Working with self-consolidating and warm mix concrete did not stop a Florida company from meeting design needs. Clearwater-based reinforced structures was first approached by general contractor the Beck Group 2 years before being picked as a subcontractor on a new Salvador Dali museum in St. Petersburg, Florida. This 60,000 square foot complex was designed to stand up to the Bay Area's weather effects from its oceanside location, as well as a Category 5 hurricane. Self-consolidating or self-compacting concrete was selected because of the museum's unique design of wall openings and the need for heavy rebar congestion. RBI made nearly 24 mock-ups before deciding on an accurate form system and admixture. Built from the outside in, the Dali Museum was constructed with walls first, next the inside beams and decks to achieve a look of one continuous wall. The forming system was engineered to hold 21,000 pounds per square inch for each of the 26 by 14 foot panels, and each used 16 taper ties. The SCC concrete used was doused with super plasticizer admixtures so that it was highly flowable, as well as having the proper aggregate segregation. Because of extreme hydration temperatures, upwards of 180 degrees during the curing process, the concrete would smoke when forms were removed. In fact, plywood forms had to be replaced with extruded polyresin material. Florida Rock supplied the concrete, while Grace Construction made the admixture. If you visit the new Dali Museum, note the massive 56-foot-high spiral concrete staircase that begins with a 22-foot diameter base and rises 3 floors. The foot-thick wall spiral with a 5-foot deep base was originally designed to be made of steel, but using concrete, RSI along with Perry Formwork was able to tackle the complex job. So, with 18-inch thick concrete walls built to withstand 7,500 psi strength, 10,000 yards of concrete, and 1,000 tons of reinforcing steel, the new Salvador Dali Museum is truly a solid addition to the St. Petersburg, Florida arts community.
We're the nice folks here at CONEXPO at CONEXPO-CON Ag 2011, and this beast behind me is a PC490LC, and Doug Morris is a project manager with Komatsu. And as I understand it, Guy, this thing has really been upgraded and overcharged and what have you, and meets all the new emission standards.
Exactly. First, it has a Tier 4 engine.
Right.
It's been significantly upgraded structurally. Undercarriage is completely redesigned and reinforced. It's bigger. The upper structure is much bigger. It can lift 10% more than the previous model could.
Wow.
Hydraulically, it can save you up to 5% on fuel consumption. So the machine's actually able to do more and actually run less on an operating cost standpoint.
What's the lift and the reach on this thing?
Well, it depends on the range.
Right.
Like I say, it's 10% more than what the PC450 was, especially oversized.
And engine sizes are varied, or
it's a little
one basic?
Pretty much the same. This is a 125 series engine. We built upon our Tier 3 engine and just added the technologies to make it meet Tier 4 emissions.
What about operator comfort?
Operator comfort significantly improved. This is a ROP certified cab now.
It is?
Yes, it also has a more comfortable seat. It has upgraded environment with a new stereo system, auxiliary input for an MP3 player or something like that. 12-volt
Gotta have all those comforts, don't you?
Heated air suspension seat. So really, the operator's going to be extremely comfortable in this cab.
Now, as far as somebody coming and talking to you about, let's say, servicing and being out in the cold and the wild, so to speak, how does that mean?
Well, two things. Serviceability-wise, you've got the standard guardrails around the upper structure. So they have a more confined area there where they can work on the upper structure platform if they're doing
And I presume everything has been spaced into a certain area.
The engine hood also opens up from the front, so they're in that enclosed area. Also, the monitor panel has been significantly improved with more enhancements on serviceability, minimizing troubleshooting time and downtime altogether.
Well, if you're at the show, you've got to stop by the Komatsu folks in the North Hall here and see this. This is a beauty. I mean, it's a beautiful piece of equipment, and certainly stop by your local Komatsu dealer and tell them that you heard from Doug. This is the thing to look at.
All right, thanks.
Doug Morris, thank you.
Thank you.
It's been our pleasure to be part of CONEXPO-CON 2011 in Las Vegas, and we want to thank all the people at Cygnus Video Network who worked so hard to produce the Big Show Newscast each day. On behalf of ForConstructionPros.com and at Caterpillar for their support and sponsorship of our production. Caterpillar, the next generation starts here. In the event you missed a program, all of the Big Show morning newscasts will be aired tomorrow morning at this same time. Remember, visit ForConstructionPros.com website anytime to keep up with news and information from the construction industry. Safe travels, and thanks for watching.
No one knows heavy duty like Caterpillar. And now, we're redefining what it means for the vocational truck market. Designed from the ground up with all the rugged durability you expect. The CT660, here to work for your business.